Hello friends, welcome to Code Basics coding tutorial. Today we are going to talk about how you can combine multiple test cases into one single test case using pytest parameters. Here I have a mathlib.py file which has a single function which is just calculating a square of a number. So you can see that this is a very straightforward function. Typically when you write unit test for this function, you will end up writing multiple test cases to test that functionality. So you will have your first test case, which will be test underscore cal square underscore 1, and you will say result is equal to mathlib dot calculate square. Let's say you are calculating square of 5. So you will assert that result should be 25 because the square of 5 is 25. And this way you will write multiple test cases. All right, so 9 square is 81, and this is my third unit test. Let's say I'm calculating square of 10, which should be 100. Okay, this is what you do. You supply multiple inputs and you check if those inputs are producing the expected output or not. Okay, when you run this these test cases here, they're going to work okay. It says these 3 test cases pass. Now the problem with this is that you are essentially writing same code. You can see that you are capturing result into result variable by calling calculate square, and you are asserting against the output. So I could say there is a repetition or duplication of code here. It will be nice if I can somehow combine these 3 test cases into one, and somehow, let's say if I have just one test where I can pass test input and capture expected output, and here I pass test input, and here I can say, right? So you will agree that if we had a way of doing this, then it would be nice. And then in the test input and expected output, you can just pass those things, your expected values and test inputs, as parameters. So pytest allows you to do that. So for this you have to do import pytest and then use this special decorator called pytest.mark.parameterize. So this is a pytest decorator that you need to use whenever you want to parameterize your test cases. Okay, and now the first argument to parameterize is a string argument where you will pass the name of the variables or the arguments that you're going to pass to your function. So I just copy pasted these two from here. The second argument will be the expected output and the test input, and you will be passing these things as a tuple. So let's say we had like 3 test cases. Okay, so I'm going to pass 3 tuples. So my first test case was 5 was a test input and 25 was expected output. Second one was 981, and the third one was 1000. Here what this means is, in this tuple, this 5 is test input and this 25 is expected output. So when I'm doing this, let's first run it and see what happens. Just clear the prompt, run it again, and you can see that it essentially did the same thing. And here you can see the test input, output, and passed. So this is pretty powerful. It essentially generated 3 test cases out of these 3 sample inputs. You should use this whenever you see similarity between unit test cases and just try to combine them. That way you have less maintenance, and whenever you want to add a new test, you just add a new parameter here and you're done. Okay, that was all about pytest parameterization. Thank you for watching.